Father. We are your second year nursing student from the University of Iloilo. And we are here today to conduct an interview regarding some course which is nursing and in connection sa mga profession issues of study. So, good morning again. I am Jella.
My name is Anita.
My name is Natasha.
Okay na.
So, Father, we may know your name.
So I'm Father Neo Pito Saicon of the Society of Jesus. People call me as Father Neo.
Father Neo. So, Father Neo, the first question is will be given by me.
So, what help can you offer to a person with spiritual distress?
So that you have to define first what is spiritual distress. You need to say what does it mean, spiritual distress?
A person, Father, na nag-lose na ang iyang faith. Hindi na strong iyang faith kay God. Kaya nag-lose na ang iyang connection between God and himself or God.
Okay. Sige, there is no straight answer to that question, ibig sabihin, because it really depends on the person's context, where he or she is at that moment, and whether the spiritual distress is really caused by a problem, or is it really a crisis of faith. Iban ang question about there is some experience that you felt, nag-break ka mo sa migo mo, tapos treat mo na siya dayon as crisis of faith, no? That's not it, no? And then you blame the Lord, and that is not a crisis of faith. That is a personal problem. Of course, we can also spiritualize it. One is first determine what is it. Crisis of faith meaning to say that you are really thinking about the Lord and what is your faith mean to you. And is it something that these are questions that gives you some distress. So before I give someone any help for the spiritual distress is to determine what is the distress really. Is it a personal problem? Or is it a crisis of faith where one is thinking about the Lord? Then from there we can check, no? For personal problem, then maybe let's talk about your personal problem first. And how is it affecting you? And how is it affecting your faith, no? And your belief in the Lord? If it is a crisis of faith, then maybe we have to talk about in theology. We have to understand how do we understand God? How does God affect us, irregardless of our own personal issues or problems? So, walang straight na, oh, you do this, you do that, you do that. No procedure kaagad, no? It's catered to where the person is at the moment, and then from there, we proceed. But most of it, but other than that, it's really the general way or approach or method is to just first listen and journey with the person. Just listen and then updan mo lang siya. Journey with the person, allow the person to just think about or talk about what is causing distress sa iya.
So, Joel, can you stand for a second and give the next question?
So, Father, for the next question, what are the differences and similarities between the hospital priest and the cathedral priest?
The what? The
hospital priest
And
and
the
the cathedral priest.
cathedral. There's no difference. No, there's no difference. I can be called to do chaplaincy work, pastoral work in the hospital. What is I wouldn't say difference. No, priests who are in the hospitals have been given the ministry or the work to minister to the sick. As you know naman, no, that is one of the ministries of the church, to care for the sick, those who have no one to take care of them, for those who are in the prisons. That's why merong mga prison chaplains, pare na nasa presuhan. That's why you have chaplains, ministers who are mga from the sa military service. The same way, priests assigned in hospitals is primarily to minister to the sick. So they give communion, they send to their confessions, give the extreme unction, mga Santa Lana, and to take care of the pastoral needs of the caretakers, caregivers, nurses, doctors. Amo na ilahang obra. So there's no difference. Any priest can be assigned to the hospital. I was assigned in the hospital. I was not as a priest, but as a seminarian doing nursing aid. So I was assigned in PGH for 6 weeks, in the Cancer Institute, and in the Philippine Orthopedic Center.
So the next question is given by Winnie.
Good morning, Father.
Morning.
And this is my question. For long-term service in the churches, what challenge did you encounter that changed your perspective?
Can you repeat that without your mask, please? Kasi medyo bulol-bil.
For long-term service in the churches, what challenge did you encounter that changed your perspective as a priest?
What long-time challenges have I encountered
That change
that
your
changed my
perspective.
perspectives? One major challenge is that people, this is in the context of a city parish, no? Kay iban ang sa parokya sa uma. No? Ang mga tao sa uma, ang mga tao sa syudad, iban. No? So the people and I have experienced both of them. The challenge, and I will speak in terms of my context as a long-time parish priest in the city. The difficulty is that many people in the city, many parishioners in the city, have other distractions, no? And other commitments, many commitments, as compared to those who are in the barrios. No? Ang sa baryo, ang ilang pinsar, ang ilang uma, ang ilang mga trabaho, and the church. If they're working in the LGUs, okay, but they have a lot of time. But those who are in the cities, they can travel, they have other possibilities of working in another city, they have many sources of entertainment that will compete, no, or take out time over time in the church. The tendency sometimes is that church becomes a commodity, meaning it is something that you have to do in the week. So parang, nagsimba na ko, tapos na. That's it. Parang checklist lang. Pag na-check mo na, okay ka na for the week. It's not something that some people find that this is a community. That this is a place where they can also learn something. But you cannot force that with people, and so as a pastor, you just have to journey with them. You just have to accompany them and tell them, "No, see, I'm here. The church is here." And you cannot impose yourself from, na persahon nyo sila, na pakatod din, persahon nyo sila, na mapa-attend din. It always has to be an open invitation all the time. Any more?
The next question, please.
The next question is, what advices can you give to a person who is experiencing spiritual distress?
Papares na ka mo. Papares ka mo.
Since we are nursing students and the youth at the same time, what advices can you give to us?
Wow, general. Your profession in the future is really being good at your task at bedside care. Diba? Bala nyo na naman, no? Very basic, bedside care. No? Hopefully, you do not only focus on your expertise in the bedside care, in the medical field. You make sure, I know you make sure, you have to make sure that your patients are comfortable, that they are not agitated, that they are not in pain, that their medications are given on time. But hopefully, other than that, is you are able to give them some pastoral care going beyond the medical physio care that you are expected to do. And I think that is not naman new to you. That is why many companies abroad like Filipino nurses, because aside from the bedside care that we give the human touch. Maumusta kita, we give something to them. We do not only take care of their treatment or bodies, but we ask them about how they are. They become family to us, and I guess that's important also to you, that you do not lose that empathy towards people, aside from your expertise in the bedside nursing care. Anything else?
Thank you so much, Father Nia. So, do you have any last words for us? Or
Last one?
last words for us?
Last words mo? Tuon mayo? Di magmigo-miga na. Basta matapos ka mo. Diba din eh? But ano lang, I think your work as nurses will always be important in the medical field. I was a nursing aide before, as part of our training, and so I understand also the stresses and the life in the hospital. I know what it means when people say it's toxic. I haven't had a chance to accompany people and to take care of people na paraplegic. Kailangan ikaw magpupo sila, ikaw mag-change kanilang diapers, or if they need something, or if they need and I know also how it is to accompany someone on Friday you meet, on Monday wala na, patay na. And the stresses that they go through and how they are passed on to nurses. So aside from your building your skills, is to also build empathy to your patients and to your fellow nurses.
Thank you so much, Father.